ready to start the fire.
Hey, welcome! Come on in!
Hey, y'all, we got a cabin on fire today from Sloppy Badger, MacDuff's Soap Company, and an exclusive of the Razor Company.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, we're so glad you're here. Come on in. If you're in Europe, have a drink. It's later in the evening for you. And by the way, if you're here during our live premiere, would you please join the chat and say hi? We'd love to meet you, and we'd love for you to meet the Whiff Pack. Some awesome folks that hang out with us every Wednesday and Saturday morning.
Super fun crew.
What is our mention today? Why? One of the things about this shaving community that we still can't believe and we still can't get over are the acts of generosity that seem to be so ubiquitous in this world. And y'all, we just got a message on Instagram from our friend Sean Smaldridge, and he said, hey, have you checked your mail yet?
Should we? What?
No, but y'all, when we saw the little trotter symbol on the box, we knew amazing things were about to happen. Sean, we were absolutely blown away to receive this
wonderful brush.
Y'all, this is the Trotter Patina colorway. Y'all, what a gorgeous brush. And our first
Trotter. Somehow Sean knew that we didn't have one and that we should.
Such another level brush. Buddy, we know what these cost. Thank you so much for sending this on.
We are so glorious brush.
Grateful to experience this. And believe it or not, I had been talking to Mr. Trotter for months about a sea glass brush. And this opened that door because he mentioned that he had one and he had just turned it. So
we lucked
we
out.
don't share bowls and brushes since this was Sarah's favorite color of blue
I don't
in the
know how
whole
you
world.
John.
She rose-shampooed and she got this one.
Fun turquoisey blue.
Yeah, my sea glass one will be on the episodes to come. Sean, thank you so much for this. This is just such a treasured part of our shave den, not just because it's such a perfectly crafted tool, but because it came from you.
It's true. Every time we see it in the den, we're like, oh, that's the one from Sean. It really does have a little meaning to it, like our little friend that's in there.
So thank you so much for this generous gift, and we promise to give it tons of love.
We'll even use it on the show, just so you can see it in lather in action. So there you go.
And you'll see it today when we lather this little beauty, because what's our soap today?
So this is a fun exclusive that was dropped last weekend for the meetup, but it's between Sloppy Badger, the Razor Company, and MacDuff's Soap Company. A fun trio right there.
That is a trifecta, and I think it might also be the last in the cabin series. And y'all, we love Sloppy Badger, one of the very first people we met on our journey. And y'all, if you need somebody to tell you to go f*** yourself and still make you feel warm and fuzzy inside, this is your man. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at therazorcompany.com.
In collaboration with Sloppy Badger.
Worst cabin ever is a blend of 10 cedarwood essential oils, including, there's some
things that we can't read.
Y'all, I'm so excited. Cedar is one of my favorite woods of all time. If you watch the show, it's usually the first wood I guess.
It's the one he guesses, But it's super fun because we did see little jokes going back and forth between Sloppy Badger on MacDuff's page, like, where's the worst cabin ever? So it is actually super cool that
he's
this
been joking about this for years. In fact, when I saw the
fruition.
label, I kind of thought it was just a joke. But sure enough, there's soap in there, and apparently it's a banger. Let's unbox it.
The blue tape here,
y'all. So we know that Sloppy himself packed this.
Yes, he warned us.
So we're not entirely sure what all it might be in here on Beyond the Soap, but I think the only thing we ordered was the soap. So let's see what happens. Maybe he autographed it. Maybe he signed it, right? Maybe he put batters up in here instead. I mean, who knows what happened.
See what's happening.
Y'all, there's some cool... Wait, what? There's some extra stuff in here, y'all. Okay, hold on a second. Whoa, we got a Sloppy note! Y'all, it is certainly Sloppy. Hey there, friends. I hope you enjoyed this Soap Love Crystal. Sloppy Badger signed it. We got his autograph, y'all. And then P.S. Enjoy the Meetup Soap and Sticker Pack.
Dun, dun, dun,
What did y'all do?
That's the one.
Yo, we got another sticker pack from the meetup and another one of our little trees. Y'all, this is one of the most beautiful scents in all of wet shaving, and it's not in a shaving soap.
No, it really is. I don't know how, but it is.
Y'all, another pack of stickers. We got the Razor Company.
Everyone.
This is my favorite. Only you can prevent razor burn. Smokey Bear. Not Smokey the Bear. You can Google that. That's a Mandela thing.
That is.
Shave Life. Love it. Our Lothar sticker. Our weather-treated TRC stickers, which you can put on your car.
And this is where they boxed it at the meetup.
We just got new cabinets for our shave den, y'all, so we need some stickers. What's that?
There's an extra something. Oh!
Y'all!
We got
it's a Razor Company official, unofficial meetup 4/21/2024 soap! Yo, what in the world is this? I had no idea this even existed.
Yeah, only the ones that attended got it.
Hold up.
We ordered on the attendee date.
What
maybe
is
that
this?
counts.
There won't even be a website for this. I'm not even sure how we
It's
should
a
do this.
mystery soap.
I guess maybe on Instagram. Should we open it now?
I don't.
But I think maybe we should smell it.
Okay. We have no scent list, y'all.
No,
Dive in.
I didn't know. I had no idea this was even a soap. Here, you smell. What's the smell?
I saw pictures go by. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fun. I
Yeah?
don't know if we have anything like that in our den yet. It's all different.
What in the world? Oh, it's beautiful. It's mentally. It's white. It's rocky.
And then I was getting like blue, like kind of
Absolutely.
Like, I mean,
yes.
It's the Razor Company color. Maybe that was on purpose.
Wow, hold on. We might have to do a whole episode on this, y'all. This is gorgeous.
It has like a current vibe. It has it like I'm almost getting like a blueberry thing at the end, but then like a classic aftershave.
Familiar. This is something that
I don't know
somebody
what's
put
happening.
together with some special love, y'all. What is this? A little bit reminiscent of Old Spice.
Is that like a weird twisted floral in there?
Yes. Weird Twisted Floral. That's what they should have called this. Thank you all for knowing how sad we were that we were totally missing out. On our walk today, we actually talked about strategizing how to get to the next one.
We were like, so where do we put the dog?
Actually talked about plane fare today for next year. That's how much we wanted to be at the meetup.
Because we have to start saving our piggy bank now.
Oh, this is just gorgeous. We're going to have to call Angela as soon as we're done to find out what this is. This is not reminiscent of the Razor Company soaps either that we've been covering. This is new. It has
a little more masculine, like aftershavey vibe going on.
Something whimsical, something sweet is in this.
Completely. If that's
handy-ish smell, I don't know.
We didn't know what we were missing till now. Jeez.
Beautiful. All right, thank you, Jason.
So there's still more.
We are touched and sloppy. Thank you for including us.
No. What did you do?
I don't mean to alarm you.
But
y'all, you may need to sit down because we have achieved our very first Sloppy Badger sticker! Yeah, there it is right there! Oh my God, this is fabulous! And he signed it, y'all! F*** you and everybody that looks like you. Love, John. Oh, thank you, buddy! Go. That's so sweet! And what's this?
And then we got a Crystal sticker!
I didn't even know Crystal had stickers, and we were talking to her yesterday. That's beautiful.
Look at those colors.
Look, perfect friends.
Perfect friends.
Thank you, you guys.
We needed these in our den, y'all. This
unboxing section is now 80 minutes long, and we haven't even shown the cabin yet. Y'all, are you kidding me? That's why we thought this was just a label that they had made to be funny. But
it's a straight up. And then look at MacDuff himself. He's like chilling Zen mode. He's just
quite
chilling.
A soap underneath that dumpster fire.
And then the side label. All the things are happening. And it's Slappy himself on the sticker.
Oh my God! Is his pictures on the soap? Oh, I'm so glad we got this. And y'all, it is still available at therazorcompany.com. Let's have a first impression. Just want to point out the Thirsty Badger sticker is slightly bigger than the Sloppy Badger.
But Sloppy's got the sparkle effect, the little flashy.
Has the holograms. So I think we're going to call this a wash. I think there was a little bit of a discussion at the meetup, a battle of the Badgers, but I'm not sure who won.
We don't know who won, but now we have a sticker for both. So there you go.
I'm so excited. John, I need like 6 more of these. I'll buy them for you. All right. Worst cabin ever, y'all. Are you ready to take this in? I love the picture of MacDuff. Is MacDuff on anything else besides Alberta Boys?
There's some of the newer ones that he's been on, so maybe it's a continuing thing. But But I'm so glad he finally made it on the Cabin series picture.
Y'all, and the Cabin was one of the very first soaps we ever did on this show with Summer Cabin. And,
true.
oh, how beautiful. Just took us to an outdoor herby meadow in the middle of August.
And this will
right?
help continue on.
We were so lucky because Spring Cabin was at top of the chain on sale, so we were able to
looked at
complete
the
our
matching
Cabin collection. And then we
labels.
saw this was coming out, so we
had
stressed
to.
out a little bit. We got
did.
up early, so we could
really did.
hit purchase on this. All right,
Okay.
here we go. I want you to take
really?
this. Yes,
You're
I want
the
you to do
seer
this.
person?
No, you smelled all the
Okay.
cabins. You know my questions I'm going to ask. Here we go. Take that in.
I know. I feel like I should have gone back and brought them all out in my notes to test. Okay.
I'm excited.
I do feel like
These
this is going to have an
MacDuff's.
interesting sloppy thumbprint, though. You know, just
It
a little
might. It
different.
might have an actual thumbprint when you open the soap. Let's see.
No, I think we're good.
Nope, no snakes
Definitely
flew out.
normal
I think
pour.
we're safe. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Wait! Wait!
Wait, what?
Wait!
What?
Hold on!
What?
Okay, funny story. Marcus said on the phone, I wonder if Sloppy signed it.
I asked him. I said, did you sign our soap? Did you autograph it? And he just got kind of coyly quiet.
Change
Yeah,
the
he
subject.
did.
He did!
autographed our soap, y'all. This is a
that's
limited
super fun.
edition. I love it. I'm so excited. This
Okay,
is great.
well, sorry, back to business,
Okay,
but
back
that
to
was
business.
just too much. I had to share.
Aw. Needs a MacDuff paw print.
Okay. Oh, it does. But
What do you got?
this is definitely part of the Cabin series, which is super fun.
What are you getting?
I'm in a real cabin. I like
What?
I'm in a real cabin. The wood is for realsies.
Wait.
Like someone just chopped the wood.
Wait.
It's in. It's
Are you
for-
familiar with the Cabin series?
Yes.
These don't smell like cabin. Wait.
Here. Just here.
Excuse me for a minute.
It's real.
Y'all, I bring you glad tidings of great joy.
Mm-hmm.
If you have ever imbibed in the Cabin series, hoping to find a cabin, we got one! This one smells like a cabin!
does!
And it smells like a gorgeous one.
Okay, so my dad is a painting contractor, but he builds things all the time.
Right.
So the amount of hours I have spent in a Home Depot is a lot. And let me just tell you, this is going down the lumberyard like the real cabin. Like you
Beautiful.
just,
Yes.
it's there.
Y'all, I used to spend my summers at a Tahoe cabin that was made of cedar because all the cabins on North Shore are made of cedar.
They smell different.
And it starts with that. But then it takes you down. This is a mixture of 10 different essential
Yep.
oils, y'all. This is not the California cedar you
No,
know.
it is not.
This is an
Revamped.
earthier, herbier, spicier cedar that they must grow up in Canada.
And I gotta say, I can't tell if there's a certain season. I know the other ones were meant to be a season. Like, this is
Right.
like you're inside. It
Right.
could be any season.
It's beautiful. I love that this is a cabin.
It's
That This is
real.
the walls. This is the earth. This is the floor. This is not the herbs. It's not the florals. This is the dirt and the cabin. And
it is
am
so
loving this.
clean.
Yes.
Like, it's a clean wood. But there's different textures in here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they are.
Yep. And you know, I know this is going to sound a little weird, but the signature for a MacDuff soap for me is it has a gorgeous hint of a gourmand in the center of all of them. Somehow, just this beguiling, beautiful, even in the middle of some that you wouldn't expect. And this one, believe it or not, while it is a cedar and an earth and a real live cabin, there is something beautifully Sean.
There is.
Something
There
beautifully
is.
MacDuff in the middle of this that is a tiny bit gourmand.
Right.
That
It
is a
couldn't be
little
just
bit,
only cedar. There's something in there to make the cedar
bordering
pop.
on a chocolate,
Yeah.
bordering on something like that just so beautifully
Mm-hmm.
helps bring all of this together. As if somebody were making something amazing in the cabin a week ago.
Okay.
And when you came in, there was just that beautiful reminiscent aura of some beautiful
So
desserts.
almost like how a new car smell is
right.
different.
Yeah.
This is like a brand new cabin smell. They just built it, like the
Oh,
fresh cut wood.
let me see.
You know, like
Hold
they
on.
just literally like the log cabin. Last thing just clicked.
I love that you said that because we have certain soaps that are dedicated to being nostalgic. I mean, that's what they trade on. Mm-hmm. I love this.
It's
You
a
are
brand
right. This is
new,
somebody cut
like,
down the logs.
yep.
Somebody played Lincoln Logs and they built this cabin and you
Right.
were coming over to help christen it.
Right, it is. It's just that brand new, like ready for new memories inside of it,
Yep.
kind of a soap.
And there's something in the middle that takes the edge off the wood. I am
Yeah,
not getting
I don't
splinters
know-
from this
No.
too. Y'all. It is uniquely cedar, but there is something that changes it from being a wood accord
Yeah.
into something different, more of a cabin vibe than the actual wood, but I'm not entirely sure how.
But it has like a homey vibe somehow.
Right. And you know what I think that is for you? We live in California where we're known for redwoods. They are the tallest living things on Earth. They are bigger than blue whales. And their bark is beautifully furry and really aromatic and has this beautiful, unique scent to it that for us, because we live here and we grew up camping, reminds us of home, reminds us of California, reminds us of a beautiful shady glade where these trees are just surrounding us and dwarfing us with how giant they are. And yet
some adventures
how gentle.
And pictures in the redwoods that definitely speak to that.
That's just it. For me, smell for the cedar, smell for a little bit of a walnut, peanut, something creamy, nutty in the middle, and then find those California, I know we never force Sean to leave Canada, but smell for those California redwoods in this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know it's silly, not really, but when I know we've been to Muir Woods, we've been to multiple places, but every time you see, like you standing next to the giant size of a redwood tree, it just makes you want to like go give it a hug and be like, thanks for making our air clean.
Tree huggers.
Like, it's true. But when you see the magnificence of like just the bark actually cracking open, like that new layer,
what a masterpiece
it
is. Or the campsite that we used to try to get every year had a giant redwood tree that had been burned out.
Right.
And when it's still alive, but the whole center of the trunk
like
at the
inside.
base of it was burned out. So it was your little fort. And there was a little bit of a divot down into the roots. And it was like your own little hideout the whole time you were there at the campground. So, the redwoods, I totally get it. Like, these are giant, mysterious, living things.
That deeper redwood makes the cedar brighter. It makes it pop. It makes it new. Like, it just helps it.
Start trading qualities with each other between the cedar and the redwood. I'm not even sure if there's a forest where cedar and redwood naturally grow together. Probably.
Maybe, but we'll have to go find it.
I'm loving how these are coming together.
And I get that gourmandy kind of thing that you were talking about, though.
Yes, but there's also a briskness to the wood itself that I think makes this a fabulous color.
I think that's why I keep thinking it's brand new. That brisk part is a good word. It's fresh. It's freshly chopped. It's brand new. It's right there.
This is handwriting of a serial killer. Anyway.
We're sloppy.
Oh, it's just so much more than cedar. I mean, I know the page says it's a cedar bomb,
right?
But there's it is. It is. Look at my face.
But in the
it's
best
a cedar
way
bomb,
possible.
but there's so much more going on
like,
under the surface.
I didn't know we needed a cedar bomb, but we for sure did.
And y'all, I mix music for a living. One of the things that you have to think about is, yes, you've got the melody, but what do you want everything else to sound like? Just because you've got that trumpet doesn't mean you can just introduce the trumpet. You got to add a little saturation to it. You got to add little filters to it. You got to add some things that make it sound like it was being recorded back in the 30s. So there's just stuff you have to do to it. And y'all, there's stuff Sean had to do to this. This
there's
is
more
not
than
just
cedar.
Right. Yeah. And I might even stake my claim in this, that this may not, in fact, be the worst cabin ever. Let's look at the scent notes. All right, y'all, this is MacDuff's Pour. Oh, it's so beautifully soft. Even the most evil Knievels among you think twice before tub lathering at MacDuff's, although Matthew Fox does it routinely. Yeah. All right, there we go. Love this.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, do you smell that as it's spreading out in the bowl?
There's like this fun iridescence. I don't think it's going to come across on camera, but you'll just have to believe me. Like, it has that almost like a goldeny hue happening.
Yeah, real California.
All right, bougie me up here.
Worst cabin ever is a blend of 10 cedar wood essential oils, including cedar leaf, Himalayan cedar, Atlas cedar.
I did not know there were this many, actually. It's kind of fun.
Texas cedar, Virginia cedar. I didn't even know half of these places existed. Blood Virginia cedar, Western red, Heba, giant abortive, and Nootka.
Things to learn, apparently. Okay.
Y'all, are you serious? Do you have an advanced degree in cedar? I've also included.
Right. Oh, see? Were you right?
I've also included a touch of citrus with lemongrass.
I knew I got a little summer cabin. I thought it was just because you said summer cabin.
Totally. And bergamot and a shave soap. How dare you? To brighten up the top notes, as well as some cardamom.
Oh. And there's more.
Wait, what? And a dupe of Killian Straight to Heaven, which is cedar, rum, dried fruits, coffee, and patchouli at 25% to flesh out the overall scent.
Well, that's the secret weapon. You said there's something in here.
Y'all, If I don't get a Marcus is right placard, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And at 25% to flesh out the overall scent, this is a cedar bomb at its core, and it smells like a cedar cabin in a redwood forest. Well, I'd like to lodge a complaint that my cabin actually smells like a cabin.
I feel like we have to have a sloppy whiff, right?
This is the sloppy whiff. Y'all on 3? 1, 2. Oh, it's laden with profanity, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Okay, but there is something about that dupe that's in here.
Right.
It's like, it just made the dupe seem like a dry dupe.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I would never have guessed that there was 25% of an homage oil in this, but now I get it. That was where I was saying that it's a little bit more of a master perfumer sort of vibe to this.
Yep.
That's where I was getting
And it does have a little bit more of that masculine-y vibe, and it's, I was thinking it was just because it's cedar, I don't know why. But that makes so much more sense, that little secret weapon in there makes the rest pop.
That's why my eyes lit up, because I think I was almost just expecting this to just sort of be a single note cedar soap, which would have been delightful. I was all excited about that. But y'all, this goes as deep as the ocean with this scent. And I love this because it's an exploration of cedar. If you watch the show, it's the first one I always name.
It's true.
It takes me back to being super bored in 7th grade where you just sit and smell your pencils. Every time I went to the pencil sharpener, I used to just open it up and smell the shavings, right? So
yeah, no, I'm with you. That is so funny. And I love that it does have that little redwoody kind of vibe going on. And
Absolutely.
then those other little, like the citrus lemongrass bergamot pun, it totally was the summer cabin one.
There's not a little bit of a nut in this because I was kind of expecting a walnut peanut.
I think it's the rum at dried fruit coffee patchouli, like that combo. Something in there made its own scent.
Right.
Like some of the other cabins are really seasonal and it kind of fits, but this one, I don't know.
You know what? For me, this is a nighttime. I'm a nighttime shaver. 10 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock.
That's it.
I love that this is going to give me a little bit of a spooky note because it's kind of like a
cabin
on like, Friday the 13th kind of a thing.
Like you should enjoy this cabin, but.
Right, like a summer cabin out in the middle of the woods where an axe murderer is kind of lurking around, maybe, that kind of a thing.
Like
if you
this
want to
cabin
go there.
is too nice. Clearly something's
I do have my
gonna go wrong.
Scooby-Doo brush now. We could
there
integrate
you
that
go.
into a little cabin.
A little mystery solving while we're at it.
And you know what? I know for a fact that these cabins all have basements. Let's take this down a flight or two. So I love the idea of natural things acting like a cologne, and I feel like artisans like MacDuff's have really figured that out because, in the old days, if you watch the old movies, a lot of those guys in Casablanca, like, they would actually put a little drop of whatever they were drinking.
Right,
like whatever the
that
alcohol
was just their little thing.
Like the bay rum, I think, even started like that. So I love that this takes the idea of something supernatural, but the most beautiful smells that nature has to offer, and creating a cologne, a male scent out of these. In fact, is this even that male? Let's dive into that.
Well, it's funny that you just said that because I was having the opposite thought of like, wow, you think, what cedar smells like until you get it under a nose of someone like Sean that's like, oh, you think you know cedar, but do you really?
Right.
And
like
then
you
it's
think
sort
you
of
know
like
jazz, but then you hear John Coltrane, right?
Right. And this is like, okay, you want to see if cedar can be made into a cologne? Let me show you. It has that like, yes, it can vibe.
Right. And keeping all the qualities of cedar that do make it a fine cologne and maybe jettisoning those that don't. Because there is something inimitally wearable about this. Like if I were to meet a very dapper gentleman, a Paul Revere type maybe, and he had kind of this smell, so I'm like, ooh, I would say, what are you wearing? I wouldn't think that he'd been like rubbing up against trees.
No,
like this
are you a lumberjack?
scent. And I love that this did start with that homage.
And I kind of get like a coolness in the air. I don't know if that's like, a spring kind of coolness, like it's not quite summer, or is that almost approaching fall? Like it's kind of on that side. Like there is just something, and maybe that's just when I think of going into the woods more of like having that in the air. But it is definitely a super fun escape. Like I feel like this smell, I am not somewhere where there's a lot of technology and chaos. Like I am literally adventuring off to go enjoy myself somewhere.
And y'all, I love that he started with a beautiful cologne that he loved, because we were talking to Angelo today, who actually was talking to one of the Tom Ford representatives, and they said that Mr. Ford himself wears Effing Fabulous and Lost Cherry, one like spray of each, and he mixes them. So
why not mix things up?
I love that MacDuff's has been starting with homages and zooming out with Alberta Boys and with Morning Ritual.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Because it helps us to, like you said, experience the fragrance the way Sean does.
Right, through
because
his
when
lens.
Sean smells this, he's going to think like, you know what that needs? A little of this, a little of this, a little of this, right?
Yep.
Makes it better. Makes it more of the shaving soap world scent, I think.
I do still love just that it almost, if you know how to speak Sloppy and his sarcasm, if he says, I want a cedar-based something.
Right.
Of course, Sean's like, you sure you do? Because I'm going to throw 10 in there.
Ah, right.
It just has
that was a match made in
humor,
heaven because one of them
going.
is going to throw down and the other one's going to just pick it right back up and be like, okay.
Well,
yeah, you better be careful what you suggest next, Sloppy, because Heather over at Zingari Man's liable to actually do it.
Right.
And I hope she does.
Right.
Because this actually turned out to be
great.
not the worst cabin ever. This is one of my favorite cabins.
And I know it kind of started probably, I'm sure, as a joke of like, okay, but.
Oh, because I was there at the live, I think, where it actually started as the joke, and yet here I'm holding it in my hand.
Right, and it's for realsies. It happened. What's the actual label say? Does it say here?
This is
it says
the cabin burning down.
No, it is, but it does have scent notes listed is what I'm going for. Cedarwood blend, cardamom, coffee, dried fruit, rum, and citrus.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. All you have to do is be hanging out at next year's meetup at the Razor Company in Michigan. Get an Airbnb with some of the fellas. It might be a little cabin off in the woods somewhere, but that's cool. Stay up late talking to Sloppy Badger. Try to get him to smell all these amazing barbershops that you've got. By the time he says, I will burn this cabin to the ground, you just got your own. So head over to therazorcompany.com where you'll find this and a ton of other stuff I want. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with worst cabin ever, and it's definitely not the worst cabin ever. It's glorious, y'all. Yes, this is a cedar bomb, undeniably, but there is so much more in the glue that's holding it all together that it just becomes this cologne masterpiece of a cedar bomb with just this deep world swirling around inside of it. And in the immortal words of Sloppy Badger, welcome to Messages.
So our friend Craig from Opus Brush sent us these two to have a giveaway for you.
Oh, you get to choose which one you want. We're going to give that one away on the show live here in July and the other one on Instagram live at the end of the summer. He gave us both of these for y'all. Thank you so much, buddy. This is so generous because these are some of the most beautiful brushes. I really want to enter our giveaway. All you have to do to be considered in our giveaway is send an email here to wesetyou@thebarbershopduet.com. Be one of our subscribers here on YouTube and a follower of Opus Brush on Instagram. Check out what Craig's got going on over there. And check back here on our episode on July 3rd to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Just make it smell like a cabin.
Right?
Just make a cabin. I love this.
Out of all the cabins, because the other ones really are like more of a vibe or like everything around the cabin. This one is like the cabin.
Y'all, and in the year where we are having our presidential election, you know what I love most is that I can call any of these guys in the shaving world, and politics is the last thing we ever talk about.
It's true.
And we laugh and we joke and we talk about these, which is how this started. This started as a joke.
Why
this
not
started
make
with
it
a
real?
bunch of guys just sitting around having a belly laugh in the back room. And then by the time you get to the meetup, it's made real. And that's what we love about this world. This world is literally laughter incarnate.
It just helps you not take things so seriously. Like, it just really puts it in perspective. Like, fine, we're going to make a soap called The Worst Cabin Ever, and it's going to be great.
At the end of the day, this is a weary world, but thank God we all have each other and our little shaved ends to keep us sane.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.